Hi guys, hope you're having a nice day. Today we're going to be talking about Warzone Season 4. We've got a new blog article from Call of Duty giving information about the new Fortune's Keep map and some Caldera information. So it's mainly just about Warzone Season 4. We've been told that it's coming June 22nd at 9 AM. However, this could be different on the location you live. So firstly, in the article we've been given a new image of the Fortune Keep showing the whole map, all the POIs. In the new map, it seems to be similar size to Rebirth, but a little bit more bigger. However, I believe it will also have the same player count, so it will be 40 players, similar to Rebirth. Now, as for the POIs, it consists of Town, Graveyard, Overlook, Smuggler's Cove, Lighthouse, Grotto, Gatehouse, Terror Races, Keep, Winery, Camp, and Bay. Seems pretty good. As for that, they've also said that it's an original map inspired by real-world locations in the Mediterranean. They want the map to be timeless and feel like it could be a real location that you could visit. There's also some great contrast in having the area that was once used to fight against pirates, now taken over by a group of marks and smugglers. Okay, it's about the size of Rebirth and it's suited for lobbies up to 40 players. Good. So it's talking about another pace. One of the main points is Town. So here it's saying in Town that it's an old fortress bell tower. It has an old fortress bell tower, apartments with bright open aesthetic, bars, restaurants, a pier, gazebo, and a mysterious graveyard. Okay. Cobblestone alleyways and long abandoned stairwells make for tight close quarters battle. Right. We've also got Smuggler's Cove. Smuggler's Cove is shown here that it's more like an underground kind of cave system with also some zip lines to fly off. It's gonna have some big loot. Entire area you'll find breathtaking grotto, collection of humble fishing shacks, pirate radio station, the bluffs, and caches still rumored to be scattered around the shore. The most scheduled of the four main points of interest, Smuggler's Cove is where you can sacrifice mobility for more scheduled routes around enemies and away from the sub collapse. Outside of the cove itself, the caves have numerous two-dimensional routes, with the only big verticality areas being obvious holes in the map and a lighthouse towards the winery. Okay, then we've got Keep. This apparently is built centuries ago. The map's largest point of interest is glorious hotbed for gold and trouble. From ambushes in the grand banquet hall to parapets of ramparts and lofty watchtowers, a squad that controls the Keep could easily control the match. That is, if the collapse doesn't roll over and it challenges the castle. So Keep seems to be more like a castle type of fortress base. Then we've got Winery. Winery seems like a little underground area. This wine business is front for nefarious activity. The open cellar is stockpiled with loot, and that is just what you can be found in plain sight. The rest of the area includes the North Bay and a military camp to the island's eastern border. Okay, we've also got some watchtowers by the looks of it. Some water too, so maybe you could like hide in the water or maybe go underneath, similar to like the waterfalls we had in Caldera. They've got separate redeployed balloon options with multiple places to set up shop for sniping, the bell tower, rooftops, and fermentation building. At a developer level, High Moon noted that the winery complex mostly follows the 3-lane style, traditional level design, several large structures interconnected with hallways, and a central courtyard. Sounds good. We've also got Fortune's Keep Black Market Supply Run and Cash Extraction events. So the new map is built for fast-paced horizontal gameplay. Outside of being a completely new play space, Fortune Keep features two new key additions to Warzone: the Black Market Supply Run contract and the Cash Extraction event. So for the Black Market Supply Run contract, seems it's a contract that mixes a supply run with a supply drop. The Black Market Supply Run brings the Mercenaries' powerful black and gold buy station into Fortune Keep. It's mid to late game this will happen. Contract will drop a Black Market buy station somewhere in the map after it's been accepted. On their map, the operators must look for a yellow circle over the internet snake marker that shrinks as they get closer to the store's location. The store also plays an audio cue that reveals the exact position. After finding the store, the team who activated the contract can exchange their cash for one of the many potentially tide-turning items. Afterward, any other squad on the map can use this buy station for a few minutes before it deactivates. The least costly item suggested started in-game cash price $500 for Fortune's Keep is a sequencer grenade which scrambles the enemy's HUD and distorts audio like an EMP, as well as those infamous numbers from that sleeper agent broadcast. Battle Hardened reduces the duration of these effects and stim injections immediately counter it. Next are a collection of gold-plated redacted weapons. The only secret about them is that they are incredibly rare weapon blueprints. The shotgun and sniper rifle cost less than the SMG, assault rifle and the light machine gun, and all of them have their own uses around the island. Last are the items that range from mid to 5 figures, a Nebula V loaded minigun, the all-seeing foresight, and a specialist bonus which grants the operator every part in Warzone. These do not come cheap, so either complete this contract later in the match or pull together some cash to get them. Next we got the cash extraction event. So if you need cash for that black market or other reason, the Mercenaries occasionally perform a cash extraction, a public event that may happen multiple times during the standard sergeants. So when it begins, the attack map will show a flashing gold circle and money bag icon. Simultaneously, a flare fires into the air to signal a helicopter that will rappel a black and gold bag down to the extraction site, so similar to when a contraband contract happens. Near this bag, a squad of 5 agents, non-operating mercenaries, will take up positions just before the drop. Operators can eliminate these mercenaries and plunder the bag by interacting with it to get cash, ammo, armor and equipment. However, be warned, these mercenaries will have multiple reinforcement waves, and that's on top of you not being the only operator in the lobby who may want these rewards. Okay, so you have to fight maybe some AI to get the cash. Fair enough. Now we've got some Caldera updates. So Storage Town's coming back and a new armored SUV is coming. Storage Town is similar just as the original one in Modern Warfare Verdunks and Cold War Verdunks, except they've just Caldera-esque it. You know, with the skin, the graphics a little bit, but it's the same design, same layout. Storage Town will be located between the mines, airfield, village and dig site. The lockers, water tower and central buildings are similar to how they were in the past. However, because it's built on the side of a hill, this version of Storage Town offers solid sight lines to adjacent areas rather than being caught between a massive swimming pool structure and other high ground. Okay. You can use the nearby hill to get a jump across the rooftops and dig through every last open container to find supply boxes and other items. Now we've got the armored SUV. So this armored SUV supposedly has a nitro boost that is temporary for 10 seconds. It also can hold 2 other passengers. It has a turret seat where one operator can climb aboard to use the heavy machine gun. It's extremely effective against other vehicles, although the operator using it would be at high risk of incoming fire more so than their fellow passengers. Also has a nitro boost. This immediate acceleration boost is great for clearing gaps, escaping trouble or full sending into engagement. Okay, and Caldero's also got some different POIs and environment updates. So the jungle and expansive foliage is being cleared out as operators rush to uncover what mercenaries hid on the island. The 7 main bunkers. But in Caldera there's different bunkers. I think there's 7 total. You need a keycard to access them. You can only use one keycard once. You can't use one keycard to access all of them. Inside that bunker will have gold, weapons, equipment and more. Keycard is bound to the operator who picks it and can only be used once. Okay. So now in most of the buildings in Caldera, scaffolding and bridges can be found at the capital, linking together the busy central district that contains the fire station and apartment complexes by the rooftops. Right, so now moving around different rooftops will be way more easier since they're all linked with different scaffolding. The dig site will no longer have skulls and bones after a successful evacuation. So it's going to be much more open, like a desert, so visibility will be better. In docks, a dry dock in the arsenal now holds a ship, exploring for items, supply boxes and potential CQB engagements. New staircases and slight alterations to the peak summit make it easier to maneuver around the area. That's just one chain coming to peak. Look for the new industrial area north of peak. It's a great place to stock up on supplies. Alright, so below peak there's a couple more changes. It added like a new building for looting. There's also a new military camp that takes place in an open space above the tunnel east of the summit. Okay. Deforestation, this is a big one. So now like we've got less trees, less bushes. There's also a new step-like incline from a dried out riverbed spanning from the gondola up to the peak, as well as a similar staircase like rock outcropping leading up to the main station from points northwest. Okay. Look to the foothill southeast of peak to see one of the major bodies of water completely evaporated and dammed up. Right, so now there's a lot less water. All the water merged in the map is gone. The shallow water near the docks has receded, making this area easier to run through. Good. Other bodies of water that will disappear include the pool atop the cliff bridge in the massive fields overlooking the capital. The farmland below this bridge is also dried out due to the unexpected heat wave. Right, so Caldera is now having like a heat wave or something. Don't expect any more quick dips near the radio station and factory either. Rivers are dried up. Okay, so water's definitely been removed. Less trees, less bushes, much more clear, visible. That's good. And they've just been giving some tips from the devs about the new fortune capes. Fortune favors the curious. Golden opportunities, keep out, fancy footwork, find down at the winery, see at the crossroad, escape, smugglers. Yeah, okay. So essentially, it's just giving us more information about the new map and some map changes to Caldera. This all sounds good. However, I feel like we'll have to wait and see. Keep your expectations low so you don't get disappointed. And honestly, that's it really. Please like, share, and subscribe. Let me know below your thoughts. And peace.